Another exclusive product launch on the Pan the Organizer channel, and this is a big one. Whoa! So what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So on today's episode, I'm happy to unveil the brand new Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Pro Graphene Infused Flex Wax. So this is a spray-on paint protectant and a first in the industry because Turtle Wax threw everything they had and the kitchen sink, and in typical Turtle Wax fashion, they underpromised and over-delivered. Over 2 years of development went into this. The majority of the graphene-based products out there typically use graphene oxide inside their coatings or spray-on protectants, and this one, to my knowledge, is the first in the industry, guys, to use pure graphene along with wax particles, also ceramic components, and of course hydrophobic polymers. And basically, well, it's like they listened to a wish list that car detailing enthusiasts and detailing professionals had, and the conversation probably went something like this among the chemists. They were like, oh, they want gloss? Yeah. They want slickness? Absolutely. They also want UV protection? Yeah, we can do that. They want chemical resistance? Why not? They also want water repellency, so those hydrophobic properties, we can definitely do that. And also they want to reduce water spotting issues? Why not? Oh, and in an easy to apply format, and also that needs no curing time? Are you kidding me? So yes, this is the one. So very exciting. I'm also super excited, as you can tell. You're going to have, of course, all the tips, all the tricks on how to apply it. We're going to dig deep into the technology that is in this bottle. Of course, tremendous value from Turtle Wax. You're the first to find out because it's an exclusive video as of today. So the recording, if you're watching this, you're the first to be able to see this product unveiling. So you're going to see it in action in a demo as well. You can tell this is going to be a pretty good video. So guys, you know the drill. Without further ado, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day, so let's dig right into it. But before we go ahead and do so, if you want to continue to learn more about car detailing, so all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques, I highly encourage you to click the subscribe button that's found under this video. And that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. And while you're down there, click the bell icon, that is the notifications icon. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video to YouTube, and you'll be the first to be able to watch it. Also, don't worry guys, any products that I talk about today, I'll drop the links in the description under this video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So as you can tell, I'm very, very happy because it's been 2 years in the making, and some people thought, hey, Turtle Wax is late to the game with this graphene infused stuff. Why so? Well, because a lot of tech R&D went into this. So we're going to discuss about all of the cool things about the Hybrid Solutions Pro Graphene Infused Flex Wax. So again, this is a spray-on paint protectant, and it is graphene infused. So a future technology that has been on the radar of many car detailing brands who produce products out there was graphene. So graphene was introduced in the early 2000s, but was a very costly material. The raw materials are very costly, and it was very difficult to implement into something for the car care world. And so there have been a lot of advancements in the past year for that technology. Many companies started using graphene oxide, which is a derivative. It's not pure graphene, but still gave a lot of cool properties, and there are a lot of good products out there. But what Turtle Wax decided to do, and they cracked a code that has been very hard to crack, is to have pure graphene built into their graphene infused flex wax. And that is a breakthrough, so much so that the technology that's in here is patent pending. So that tells you just how good this is. So what exactly is this? Again, spray-on paint protectant, and they do make a lot of promises right here in the front label. By the way, let me show you this up close because it's pretty cool. So they're going to give you tons of gloss. They're going to give you the great hydrophobic properties, meaning water beading and water sheeting. You're going to get slickness out of the product. Turtle Wax is known to produce products that have great chemical resistance. You've seen them on my channel. I've done a lot of chemical resistance tests, and their products usually come out on top. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff, including UV protection built in. That's a common question that people ask. You want to protect your paintwork and your exterior surfaces against the damaging UV rays that oxidize the paintwork and the exterior surfaces as well. And protect against the elements, of course. And why do they call it Flex Wax? It's because it's flexible in its application, and that is another breakthrough. So the ease of use, guys, is mind-boggling because you can't get this wrong. So you can apply this on dry paint, you can apply this on wet paint, you can buff it off, you can use it as a spray-on and rinse-off formula. Basically, anything goes. It is insane. There is no hazing to wait for when you apply this. So some waxes or other products you have to apply and wait for them to come to a haze before buffing off. Not with this. It applies clear. You simply buff off with a clean and dry microfiber towel and you're good to go. You're going to apply the first layer, which is the base layer. So more on that in the demo. And from then on, maintenance is super easy. Why? Because this is its own maintenance product. So technically there's no durability claims on this because as long as you maintain it every now and then, well, it's going to be on your car for as long as you own your vehicle. That's how good it is. Of course, we can expect it, since it's in the Hybrid Solutions lineup, to have at least as a standalone the durability of the ceramic spray coating, which is another product that I reviewed on my channel that I absolutely loved. So 2 layers of this gives you 9 to 12 months of real world protection. So we can expect at least that or more with this as a standalone. But of course, you guys are here to watch detailing videos. So you're detailing enthusiasts or detailing professionals. And so you're going to do some form of maintenance every 2 to 3 months, or whenever you see the hydrophobic properties diminish, so less beading or less sheeting, you simply reapply a bit of this in one of the 2 optional methods, by the way, that they have. The instructions couldn't be any easier. So you basically apply the base layer, and you have 2 options here that you can use basically as a drying aid or as a spray on and rinse off formula. And that's it, you topped off the protection. So you only need 1 product to do it. So let's dig right into the demo right now because I know you guys are dying to see it in action. Okay guys, so for the application of this product or any other paint protection product, the paintwork should be free of oxidation and surface contaminants. So what I recommend is to first start by washing the vehicle, do a thorough job, work from top to bottom, because obviously the bottom of the vehicle is where you have the most dirt, and use safe washing techniques. I like the 2-bucket wash method. So 1 bucket with the rinse water and another bucket containing the soapy solution. So we're going to wash the vehicle, you're going to rinse it down, then we're going to move on to an iron remover to remove any iron particles that are embedded in the clear coat. Typically those come from brake dust and also from industrial fallout. So you're going to use your iron remover, it's going to remove those, and that's a chemical decontamination of the paint. You can do that on wet paint, that saves a bit of time. So then we're going to move on to a mechanical decontamination with a clay bar or clay towel and a clay lubricant. And this is going to further remove any other embedded contaminants that might be in the clear coat, because you want your paint to be as slick as possible. And all of these steps, by the way, are going to be to promote the proper adhesion or the bonding of the product onto the clear coat or onto the painted surfaces to make sure we get the maximum durability and performance out of it. Next, while you're going to inspect your paint, you're going to look for swirls and scratches and oxidation. I at least recommend a 1-step polish. That is crucial. So in this case, I used the one and done compound that we're going to talk about a bit later in the video. It's a precision platelet technology, which basically is very low dusting, has long working times, and depending on which pad you're using in combination with it, you control the level of cut. So basically it's going to help to remove any swirl marks, any scratches, any oxidation. You want to get your paint looking as good as you can before you apply any paint protectant, because that's how you're going to maximize the durability. And obviously you want it to look good, and by polishing the paint, that's how you enhance the gloss the most, guys. And you're also leveling the paint, so that's how you're going to get the best light reflections out of it. You're going to get more clarity out of the paintwork, and also the colors on your paint are going to pop a lot more, especially if you have metallic flakes. Then we're going to use an IPA or isopropyl alcohol mix or a paint prep, and that's to remove any polishing oils and residue from the polishing stages. And again, you want to have a virgin clear coat because that's the goal. So, by the way, yes, this product, it can be used on top of existing ceramic coatings, paint sealants, or waxes to enhance their performance. So you can use this as a topper over existing protection. It's compatible with everything out there. But the ideal situation is you use this as a paint protectant, as a base layer of foundation on a virgin clear coat. That's how you're going to get the most performance out of it. And you're also going to ensure proper durability, chemical resistance, and all the other properties that come with it. So now that you've prepped the paint, the next step is going to be to apply the base foundation layer of this. So your initial application is crucial, hence why we do all those steps. You're going to need to do that for the first time. And if you read the instructions in the back, it is crucial, guys, to always first start by shaking the product. And it's the same thing for any paint protectants that are in spray form. You want to distribute whatever's in there in a homogeneous way. So shake the bottle well. And then they tell you that for the long-lasting foundation layer, you apply 2 sprays per panel on a dry surface. That is super important, guys. The base layer goes on a dry surface. And again, I can't stress enough how important this is. Only 2 sprays per panel. Don't overspray, you're gonna have streaking issues, and that's not something that you want. And by oversaturating the surface, you're not doing yourself any service, because this is a super easy product to use if you follow the instructions. By the way, do follow the instructions. They're clearly written in the back. Just take a few seconds to memorize them, or watch my video if you want, but you do need to follow the instructions. So 2 sprays per panel on a dry surface, and you're gonna spread and wipe with a clean folded microfiber cloth. You can also use a microfiber applicator if you prefer that. You can control the way you apply the product on the paint a little better with that if you prefer. Then you're gonna apply the product. You're gonna use a separate clean and dry microfiber towel to remove or buff off. That is it. You're gonna fold the cloth as needed as you go around the vehicle. If you do see any high spots or streaking for some reason, you shouldn't, because I never had those when I was doing the job on the vehicle. You can just use a clean and damp microfiber with just a bit of water, so damp with water, and you basically just wipe that area and it's going to remove any streaking. So there is no curing time. That's the cool thing. You can drive off in the elements right after the application if you so wish. Rain or water, snow, sleet, all that won't affect it. The only thing to keep in mind is you have to wait 24 hours before washing your vehicle or using any types of chemicals. So no curing time as far as going outside, exposing to rain or water. You can drive off as soon as you're done with the application, but do not wash your car for 24 hours and do not use any chemicals on the paintwork for at least 24 hours. And that's it. So that was the application. So now that it's looking fantastically awesome, guys, it is just nuts. Let's have a look at the end results that we had with this. And by the way, stay tuned till the end because we're going to have a pretty good discussion about the technology and also what kind of maintenance is needed on this. But as you can hopefully tell on camera, the gloss is ridiculous. Not only does it look like the paint is dripping wet, but we have tons of clarity. We have that depth, that pop out of the paintwork. I mean, it's just not, you can shave yourself off these panels. The slickness is awesome. And I mean, it just looks stunning. What a game changer that they were able to come out with a pure graphene product that's infused inside this flex wax. It's just awesome. Again, look at the results, absolutely stunning. And the ease of use was like second to none. You have no worries. You get no hazing to wait for, no curing time, no worries. As I say, just apply it and enjoy it. Also, let's look at the hydrophobic properties. So the water beading and the water sheeting. So as you can tell, before we used any paint protection on the vehicle, the water was flat and very slow to sheet off the panels. That meant that there was no protection and you had virgin clear coat. And after we applied the product, look at how tight the water beads are on the surface and how quick the water sheets away off the panel. That's going to make the vehicle a lot easier to clean during maintenance washes. So those are the self-cleaning properties because it's a lot easier to clean and maintain. And also it's going to make the vehicle much quicker to dry when you're done washing and rinsing your vehicle. So pretty awesome stuff. So now for maintenance, we talked about this a little before in the video. So pretty simple. Again, that's why they call it flex wax, because there are different ways that you can use it to do the maintenance properties. So basically, if you look at it in the back, you have a one step, which they call the time saver. So you're basically using this as a drying aid. So you wash your vehicle and then you're gonna rinse it off. And while it's still wet, starting with the roof, you're going to apply 2 sprays per panel. You're going to take your microfiber drying towel and you're going to wipe off, and that's it. So you're basically waxing as you're drying. So that's if you're using it as a drying aid. And the second option, if we look at here, so another simple way to do it is through rinsing. You're spraying and rinsing off. So spray on and rinse off. So again, you're gonna start by spraying 2 sprays on your wet vehicle. So start with the roof, 2 sprays per panel, and then you're gonna take your pressure washer or a garden hose that has a strong enough water pressure, and you're basically gonna rinse that off, and then you move from panel to panel, 2 sprays per panel max on those wet surfaces. So you spray on, you rinse off, and then you towel dry your vehicle with a microfiber drying towel, or even if you have a leaf blower or a car dryer, whatever you guys want, it's gonna be super, super easy to dry off, and that's it. That's how you top off the maintenance. And that's why it is so simple. And basically durability, well, it's gonna be forever on your vehicle if you maintain this every now and then. So every 2 to 3 months, check for the hydrophobic properties. Is the water still beading? Is the water still sheeting like on day one? And if you see the performance starting to diminish a bit, well, you can top it off with one of those 2 methods. It's pretty cool. So other than the ease of use, there are so many positive aspects about this product that it would take me hours to actually go through it. But like we said, so increase in gloss. It's going to give you slickness on the paint. You get UV protection. You get great chemical resistance out of this. You're also going to get a bunch of other stuff like reduction in the water spotting issues. So because this has pure graphene in it, it's going to reduce the amount of water staining that you're going to get, or those water spotting. Why? Because it dissipates the heat a lot better. So you're reducing the chances of getting those dreadful water spots, particularly if you park next to a sprinkler system, or if you have hard water issues at home. This is going to help to alleviate those problems. Another cool thing that I noticed, by the way, about this is contrary to many other graphene-based products that smell, that have this strong chemical toxic smell almost, this one here has a tropical mango scent, just like the rest of the hybrid solutions lineup. So kudos to them, because it's also safe to use. So they not only focused on ease of use, but also on how safe it is to use. So no toxic fumes, no chemical kickback. You can use this and just have fun and enjoy using it. And by the way, this is good for anybody, whether you're a beginner, a car detailing enthusiast, a weekend warrior, even a mobile detailer, or a professional detailer. Well, this is open to everybody. And that's why you have the name Pro. It gives you professional grade results, but anybody can buy this. It's a 23-ounce bottle. Tremendous value, by the way. So at launch, if I'm not mistaken, the price is going to be roughly $25.99 US. And it's going to launch in many countries. So don't worry. I know initially you guys always want to know, is it going to be available in my country? Check the links in the description under the video. That way you'll know in which countries they launch and if it's available to you. But they're working hard to make this eventually a global launch. And rightfully so, because it's a crazy, crazy good product. So what we also have is a different alternative. So that was the spray format. Turtle Wax also has their Hybrid Solutions Pro Graphene Infused to the Max Wax. So basically, same technology, but in a liquid form, because a lot of people out there, they want to have different ways of applying this. So if you're a professional, for example, and you want to use machine application, because you're used to that with liquid sealants and waxes, this is the one for you. You can also apply this by hand. And by the way, the liquid inside there is just a white to light gray. I don't know if you can see this on camera. You can see it on the rim here. So it's not black. It will not stain your microfiber towels or your pads. And same cool thing for the graphene infused flex wax. Since this is pure graphene, it's not going to come out as this super dark material like graphene oxide. So it's more of a transparent with maybe a light tint of light gray. And another question that comes up often, when you're done using these products, by the way, you can just wash the towels and the microfiber applicators immediately after use, and you can reuse them. So no need to throw anything away, and that was pretty cool. It will not harden your towels. The lowest temperatures, by the way, that are recommended to apply this in is 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. Do not go below that because you're just asking for some issues and you want to have the best experience possible. So basically, well, you apply, you remove, there's no waiting for the product to haze, no waiting for a rainbowing effect, no need to worry about flash times and curing times. There is no curing time. You can drive off in the elements and that's it. Just don't wash your vehicle or use any chemicals for 24 hours. So some pretty awesome stuff. Next, in the new lineup of their Hybrid Solutions Pro graphene infused stuff, they have a precision platelet technology, the one and done compound, correct and finish. So basically, as the name states, this is a compound or a polishing compound, and depending on which strength of pads you use, so what type of cutting level you use, that's how you're going to select how much cutting power you get out of this. So if you use a finishing pad, you're going to use this as a finish polish, or you can use this as a compound for those medium to deep scratches and swirls. You can use something like the Lake Country CCS foam pads, like this orange one. This has medium cut. And something like the Buff and Shine Eurofiber microfiber pads that you guys know I absolutely love these two pads because that's what I typically use in my detailing arsenal. Again, don't worry, I'll leave the links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. But I know Turtle Wax partnered up with these two awesome companies, Lake Country and Buff and Shine, to my knowledge, because they're going to be producing or offering pads for their systems as well. So be on the lookout for that. And so yeah, this is low dusting, by the way, the one and done compound. It doesn't produce any dusting. It's very easy to wipe off as well, so super slick on removal. And this is a pure polish, meaning that it doesn't contain any protection in it. So contrary to the Hybrid Solutions Polish and Wax, which also had a layer of foundation of a base ceramic coating and needed curing time, this one here is just a pure compound slash polish. So an all-in-one without protection. So when you're done, you use an IPA or a paint prep to remove those polishing oils. So your spray product or your max wax, if you want the liquid graphene product, can bond properly to your paintwork. A very tight web of protection on the paint. So that was one reason to have the pure graphene infused in there. So that matrix, what it did, and like the chemist explains, it creates a very tight web of protection on top of the surface. So you get those hydrophobic properties, you get that UV protection, you have the slickness and the gloss, but also you have a reduction in water spotting issues because you're dissipating the heat a lot better. That's one of the roles of the graphene that's infused in there. And basically you have the wax particles, you have the ceramic particles, and you have the hydrophobic polymers. So a lot of innovation went into creating this. Again, I can't state enough how much of a good job they did, because the product is not only easy to use, it's safe to use because it has no toxic fumes. It doesn't smell like this bad chemical. Again, the mango tropical scent just smells amazing. So kudos to them for coming out with that. Tremendous chemical resistance as well. Maybe if you follow my channel, you're going to see something about that in a future test. And also you want to stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to have an exclusive discussion with their chemist about the graphene coating in just a few days. And we're going to dig deep. Again, I'm asking very tough questions, and I want them answered immediately, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say. Again, I'll make sure to include the links to these products in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. Also, as a reminder, guys, the Graphene Infused Flex Wax, you can apply this on pretty much all the exterior surfaces. So painted surfaces, headlights, taillights, plastics, rubber trim as well, even glass, wheels, you name it. Everything pretty much except for soft tops on convertible vehicles. But basically, yeah, any hard surface that you get out there, you can cover with the Flex Wax. Some pretty awesome stuff. And well, it's just an crazy evolution, or maybe revolution, because they're using pure graphene in there, to all of their stout lineup that they had. So through the years, of course, they introduced us, and what put them on the map for me on the Pan the Organizer channel was the Ice Spray Wax. And by the way, this is a new formula, so it's been improved. So very glossy, fantastic durability on this new and improved formula. Another one that put them on the map, the Ice Seal and Shine. Again, this is an improved formula. I have the full review and tutorial on my channel. Very popular video, by the way. So 5 to 6 months of protection out of this. UV protection, crazy chemical resistance. I do have a test where I submit this to a torture test and a barrage of different chemicals, and this flew through everything and beat many competitors, even in the graphene coating world. So you can imagine how good this is. And yeah, you had no curing time, so instant cure, and you can go out and enjoy this. So that was a great, great product. And by the way, they all won awards on my annual car detailing products awards videos. And the hybrid solutions, so this was introduced last year. I was part of the development of this, so I was able to test before it went to market and basically give them my feedback. So this was their ceramic spray coating. 2 layers of this was capable of giving you from 9 to 12 months of real world protection. This one here still has insane gloss, fantastic product. By the way, the entire hybrid solutions line is still good. And if you want to use the products, let's say like the hybrid solutions ceramic wet wax as a drying aid on top of the graphene infused products that they have now, no problem, they're not obsolete. Quite the opposite. The hybrid solutions line has never been that healthy. They're up to 10 products now, I think, in the line. They told us when they unveiled this last year that they would keep on innovating and adding to the hybrid solutions line, and they did with the new Flex Wax to the Max Wax and the one and done compound. I mean, you guys at Turtle Wax took it up an extra notch, and yeah, absolutely amazing. So this one here, you need to wait 24 hours of curing time before actually enjoying this. So that's the advantage I found with the new graphene infused Flex Wax, is it's instant cure. There's no waiting for it. And it removes any guesswork that you guys might have, because it's so easy to apply. There's different ways that you can apply this after to use this as maintenance. It's its own maintenance product, so you don't need to buy anything else. You just top it off with this every now and then, and technically the protection should be on your vehicle for as long as you own it. So yeah, much heavy kudos to Turtle Wax for coming up with this. I'm very excited. Thank you to all the Turtle Wax team for sponsoring this video and making all of this possible. You guys come up with some awesome products. So how was that for an exclusive product launch? If you like this exclusive stuff, let me know. Smash the thumbs up button to show me your support. It helps the channel. Also, take a second and click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and continue to learn more about the car detailing world. So all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques. I thank you all for being there. Thanks for watching. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.